Introducing Papa Polar. This is a new character I created in Whiteout Survival to be a low to medium spend character so I can have contrast. I also am doing some whale spending with another character, Papa Popsicle. If you want to see that content, just look on my channel for those videos and lives. But this one here, I'm gonna try to play like an average player does. I'm gonna be active, but not super active because I have my main that I need to worry about. And I've funded this with $1,000. And that is all I'm going to put into this account for the entire year. I've started playing about 2 days ago, and I'll show you where things are at right now. But this is the server. You can see the monument level. So it's only about two days old. You don't want this to happen as much as possible, but this is like the reality of life and starting a new account when things are moving fast. Make sure you're in a good alliance. So I basically want these always working. And I'm the type of person who likes to always have some troops training because it's just a grind, especially as trying to play as efficiently as possible and not spend too much. I don't really want to spend a lot on speed ups until maybe an event happens, something like that. And I'm going to be scrutinizing all my spend here. The only thing I've spent, so let me just show you the finance for a second here. The only thing, so as you can see, this is the amount that's in the account in Frost Stars right now. That's all I'm going to be playing with the entire year. The only purchase I made before starting streaming this account, you can see is the construction, where is it? The construction queue, I believe. There you go. That's the only purchase I've made is a construction queue. Everything else is going to be, I'm going to scrutinize it really carefully because I don't want to run out of money. I mean, it's basically $20 a week on average. It's like a kind of casual gamer might spend. If you add it up through the whole year, $1,000 for the year sounds like a lot for a game, but there's a lot to this game, and there's a lot of fun to be had, and teamwork and other things. But they give you stuff. If you just grind through the missions, they give you an awful lot. Now, I will warn you, if you're new to the game and you're watching it from that perspective, there's a little bit of a grindy beginning to get through this. There's a storyline you have to step through, and then there's a lot of little stuff, like you just got to build a structure that takes like 2 seconds to build or something. If you're a part of a good alliance, I don't know if I have a good example I can show you, but where people are either using the auto help or if they're online a lot. Let me see if I have a queue. Yeah, I think I should have a build slot open. Let's see, I'll do this clinic right here. So I'm going to upgrade the clinic, and then I'm going to show you what happens when you use alliance help. Now, I did not realize when I first started playing this game how important it is to be part of a good alliance. Not only are they kind of some form of protection if things get gnarly in your neighborhood, but also the auto help, all the bonuses. When people buy things, you get an alliance chest, so you get to benefit from that. If you have some big spenders in your community, like I am in the whale account, every time I buy something, everybody gets a little chest to open. You have keys to open, and you have the alliance shop and the auto help. Well, if people have auto help, you have help for both construction, research, and healing. Your alliance members can help. So here you go. I'm going to upgrade this, and this would normally take, if you're a solo player you're afraid to get into an alliance, you don't know what it's all about, and you're like, oh my god, I don't know who these people are going to be. Forget about all that. Just try your best to find one that seems like, look in world chat and see what people are saying. You can get a good vibe from that. Who are the people who match your character and your personality, and then wait. If they have minimum requirements, grind to the minimum requirements, and then apply or contact one of them. And it's not that bad. And there's a community there. You need to work as a team eventually. All the things in this game are all about working as a team. So watch, when I hit the help button, right, that's going to go from 16 minutes to 2 minutes, and it's done. Like if you were on your own, that thing would take 16 minutes to grind. I just did it in seconds. Why? Because I'm in an alliance. That's it. And then you do the same. So you can either hit this right here on the bottom. Let me show you this. Like this alliance button, every now and then if somebody needs help, that'll come up. Wrong button. If you come into it, you can actually click the help, and then there'll be a help here as well that you can do. But right from the main display, they can make it easy for you just to hit the help. You can also do it, there'll be a little thing that floats on top of your embassy when somebody needs help, and you just click that and it clears it. And basically, in the beginning of the game, you just want to grind all the things that they give you for free. So once you have the storehouse built, they're going to give you those little materials. They just want you to be online, so they're going to give you those materials. This extra stamina is going to come up every now and then. These daily missions and growth missions, you just do the task and you get some free resources. There you go. The other important resource two other very important resources early in the game. Oh, I still have more. So all just free resources for just doing a mission, right? So now the exploration. So as you build up your heroes, you're going to want to, learn how to do a proper layout. I won't get into that here, but I don't think I'll be able to be at this level yet because I haven't upgraded the heroes yet. But you can try this multiple times. There is an RNG and a random aspect to it. So sometimes you'll fail and sometimes you'll win if you try enough times. But you can kind of see here I'm pretty much overpowered. So until I level up the heroes a little bit more, I don't think any layout. I played around with some of the layout, and that's not going to really help in this case. So I'm not going to be able to win that yet. But when you win these, you get free steel, which is needed for research. You get a lot of stuff like that. So now you're going to want to grind the exploration. The other thing you want to do, and as soon as you enable the lighthouse, is you're going to want to grind all these missions out. Now see, I only have, right here you can see I only have 32 stamina left right now, but they gave me some free stamina. So let me just grab that. I'll grab that and I'll grind some of the stamina. We are during the Gina event, and so that's another form of thing that I can grind for if I want, but I don't feel like doing this right now. I'm going to do the main missions now, and then I'll let the rest accumulate. The stamina reaccumulates over time, and maybe tomorrow morning I'll do some more Gina events. So here we go. You just come into here. Now, if you go into the lighthouse, these missions here, you can just run them. And what's great, if you notice, you get free troops. Free troops translates to power and gathering and all types of things. So those are like, you didn't have to pay for these. All you have to do is pay the stamina. So I pay 12 stamina, it sends that out and goes and gets it. And these ones, you don't even have to wait. You can just do them instantly. The fight ones, you just have to have enough stamina. So I'm going to use the warm welcome here. And now I have the stamina again. So I'll just run that. I'm too powerful for them, so most of the time this is going to be the case, at least in the early game. And that's it. So this portion is ending up being a little bit tutorial-like, because I assume the people who are doing this and are curious about a low spend account are new to the game, and they're trying to figure out, like I was, if I'm going to try to efficiently play this game and play it well, how am I going to do that? Now, this doesn't have the claim all yet. As the lighthouse levels up, I don't know if they call it the lighthouse, it's the intel, whatever. As your intel levels up, you'll get more, it'll unlock more features, it'll give you better missions and things like this. But you notice I'm getting like mythic skill books and all these things. And now if you now I did unlock Gina. So with Gina in my rally, it'll actually reduce, and you don't need a lot to beat these guys. So I don't even need this full march, but I'm going to just send that just so you can see. But see down here, you can see the deploy is only 9 now. Less stamina because Gina's and she doesn't have to be there. Look, if you put somebody else in the lead and Gina's in the party, no, it can't be. Yeah, so if Gina's just in the party, same thing. Deploy is only 9. See that? So I'm gonna just deploy that. And then, when that comes back, again, free resources. So I'll let that go. I'm just going to talk to you about one more thing. Let me just grab some of the more free stuff. So, again, they give you the 7-day sign-in for Mali. So all you have to do is sign in. You just sign in. And this is all most alliances want as an active player. They want you to sign in a couple times a day so that you're helping grow your account. You're communicating with them, helping them understand what you're doing, where you're at, see that you're active and online. The worst thing is somebody who's kind of dead weight to the alliance. They're not around. They're not communicating with you. They're not helping at all. And they're not growing. If they're growing with you and they're communicating as a team, that's all everyone wants. Oh, please, one of the first things to do, see this Lord on the screen here? Please just go in to your backpack. There'll be a name tag here under other. I think I used mine already. You get one free one when you start the game. You just use the name tag. You can get to it this way too. You just come in here and you just go and change your name right here, this little edit button. Just change your name. It'll ask you either use, if you have the free one, you can use that, or you can pay for it in gems if you already used the free one. But Lord, this is the biggest giveaway that you're somebody who doesn't know what you're doing yet. You haven't yet discovered how to change your name. And you can also obviously change your profile pic, but they limit how frequently you can do that. So let me just talk a second here about, efficient spending. So a bunch of these things, again, this is the calendar, the rookie's growth, a new account, you're just going to get all types of resources for achieving certain milestones. That's it. Gina's Revenge is an event that you can participate in easily, and you can get shards of Gina. You'll unlock Gina as soon as you get 10 shards, and then you can start leveling her up every time this event happens. And the team needs it as well because there's all types of resources everybody gets from you holding a rally for it. Bear hunt we want to get to. Everybody wants to get to bear hunt because bear hunt is a huge form of resources for the Alliance, and if you hold these regularly, everybody can level up their account well. I won't get into the rest of these, but there's other events. But let's take a look at the deals now. So as a free spender, I'm not going to spend any money. I'm just going to claim the free stuff right now. I don't know if this is a great deal or not. I haven't done the math on this one, but I don't know. For a new account, I'm going to be really careful because what I'm seeing in here is a lot of Zinman shards, which I don't really care about Zinman in the long game. So he is a useful hero for a short period of time from what I understand. But I'm not a veteran who, like some of these guys have been through the game for many years. That's not me. I'm learning along with you. So these top-up gifts, actually, I tell you, this is pretty sweet, but I don't... This is nice. This is a cool visual, and you get the... where is it? I don't know if I can... Yeah, it doesn't show it. Does it show it here? It doesn't show it here. It doesn't not show it. There we go. See that? Hunting March speed. And if you watch my video on stacking, you don't even have to equip it. As long as you have this in your inventory and it's activated, you get a 5% March speed. You get more and more March speeds, and so that. But is it worth spending all this money to get up to 50,000 top-off rewards? Probably, but I'm going to do it. Hopefully, I'll do it smartly by the choices I make. I'm not going to just spend a whole bunch of money inefficiently to get that. So, and then Natalia is definitely useful as well. So hopefully we'll unlock Natalia. Did I unlock Natalia in this account already? I did. So just from organic playing, again, I have not spent anything other than that one construction queue. There is one of the queues I do want to expand though, and that is the March queue. Maybe I did. I don't think I did. Oh, unavailable. Here we go. Yeah, I'm used to playing on my whale account, so I saw the slots, but they're all locked. So you can either activate VIP 6, or you can buy an extra queue to get an extra queue permanently, or you can do the research. So I will do the research eventually. I don't know if I'll end up with VIP 6 on this account because that may take a very long time when I'm not spending a lot of money. But let's look at this option here. Here's the March queue pack. And I am going to buy this. Look, it comes with a bunch of troops. It comes with a decent amount of VIP points. It comes with an extra March queue, extra troops, VIP, and a bunch of resources. And it's only $3.99. To me, that's good value because I'll use that for sending out multiple marches and things. That's my first, purchase on this account that I think is high value. The other thing that is kind of widely recognized, I'm going to tell you, on my whale account, I started buying this out every day because I thought $4.99 was a good deal. The problem is it does have mythic shards in this deal, but it's mainly all about Zinman, and I don't really want to spend $5 every day leveling Zinman up anymore, not on this account. I'll maybe grab what I can from him. He's mainly a construction hero. He does have good stats for marksman, but I don't want to level him up. In Gen 2, he's kind of becomes obsolete quickly, so I'm not going to really spend a lot of time leveling him up significantly. Maybe I will come back around to it later, but definitely not his weapon, for example. But this is one that is oftentimes a lot of people really see value in. And I look at this. I don't know if it's always going to be $5, but the first purchase is going to be only, look at this, $5 for 30 days. Now the other ones get to be debatable, whether the weekly speed up card is worth it or not. I'm not going to do that. But this ultra value monthly card. So I've spent, my goal is only like $20 a week, and I'm not technically in the next year yet, but I'll average it out hopefully. I do have a little bit more than $1,000 also, so I have a little bit of wiggle room there. But if you look at this, you get the auto help, which it helps the whole alliance. Everybody appreciates that. And you get auto hunting if you want to turn that on. So there's auto joining a rally, which is a feature you can do as well. But this is auto hunting. If you needed some hunting, do some hunting grinding, you can turn on auto hunting and it'll just send your troops out and do the hunting. Same with auto help. You just turn that on, and even when you're off, well, auto help is when you're online. Let's see if they show it in the info. So as long as you're logged in, Alliance Auto Help is on. So as soon as I log in, I don't have to sit there spamming that button all the time. I get 30 days of VIP as well included in this. So even if I don't decide that this is a long-term value for me for $10, the very first 30 days, that's worth it for me. So I'm going to buy that for $5. Okay. Now in the future, it'll be $10. And I don't know if I'm going to buy it at that point, but right now I am. So buy that, and look, I get some extra stamina, some gems, some VIP points, and some chests, resource chests, all useful. And that's a pretty good value right there. I think though, even at the $10 mark, most of the community agrees that that's a really high value deal right there. This is where you get into trouble. In my whale spending thing, where I was trying to pursue certain, wins and stuff, you're going to run out of steel at some point. It's going to be very tempting to come in here and buy steel. You'll get steel organically through Explore, and whether you grind the Explorer, where you're able to win battles, or if you just wait, I'll show you that. Let me just show you that quickly. So this little claim over here, don't claim it. Just wait until it runs out. And every I think it's 8 or 9 hours, this will refresh. And when it's claimable, you just claim it and it resets again. And that'll just generate steel for you all the time, whether you win Explorer or not. If you win Explorer, if you start grinding through these Explorer stages, you get, again, free resources and steel along the way as well. And where you're going to need that steel is in your cities. So I'm sorry, in your research center. So all these, if you look here, all of these, yes, they take resources, but you're going to run out of steel at some point. And then you're going to be like, and then you're going to get stuck. So that's why you want to make sure you're grinding the Explorer as well. So that's the basics. That's all I want to get into now. I think in future videos, I'm going to show you some of the other purchasing decisions I'm making and why. But for now, this is a good start to the account. I'm at furnace level 11. Thanks to the alliance that I'm in. That was an easy, 2 days, furnace level 11. I've got 1 million power, which isn't high by standards for this state, because I can tell we already have some whales in here. I'm in my other account, I'm the highest, but look at this. This is only 2 day old, and we already have some people that are in the 6 to 4 million range, which I'm not on here every day. This game is very much you're either going to pay in time or you're going to pay in money. And since I'm not paying in money, this account, I need to make sure that I'm not leaving it idle. Like right now is the worst thing you want to happen. I've got all my marches idle, which is not great. They can be sending out for beast hunting if I had enough stamina, or they can be gathering. That doesn't cost anything. I can have them out gathering, which is normally you want to do before you leave the account for the night, unless like during Gina event, there's going to be a lot of people running rallies, and I put the auto rally on. But look, I have got a building queue idle. We don't want this. We want to always have something running. So I've got the longer term embassy. The challenge with this account right now is the alliance is so efficient. I only have so many hours a day to dedicate to this account. And as I start running, look, if I wanted to run the infirmary and I do the upgrade, I do the alliance help, and it's instant. I don't have anything. It's going to be a while before I have something that takes so long that it's like, okay, I'll just leave that overnight, and it'll take some time, and it'll be there in the morning. The furnace will do that. Definitely embassy will do that. And if at some point, the command center and research center and some of the other ones will do that as well. But right now, look at that. I went to go upgrade it, and it's done. So I'll run out of resources faster than, because I'm in a good alliance that's active, I'll run out of resources before I actually, I'm able to queue up things that take longer. But this is what you want. As soon as you have the resources, queue it up, because you will get to a point, especially with these furnaces, where it's going to take some time. And if I'm playing efficiently and I'm not trying not to spend too much money, I'm not going to do it by speed ups like a whale would do. I've just got to be efficient about it. I have to make sure that as soon as I'm eligible. So what I'm trying to do is grind the furnace right now. I'm trying to get that embassy level 11. So the very first thing that embassy level 11 pops, then I can start the furnace grind. And this is why I needed the extra construction queue, because the furnace is always going to be building there. And then I can have a free construction slot to do other things like the resources or the research. And research is one of the things I like to press early, because as you do more research, especially in the growth phase, you can start doing things that will reduce your construction. So this enhances the construction speed, and then you can do ones that enhance your research center speed. So basically it's kind of like, you're putting work in now that will pay benefits later. So that's it for the beginning, and that's a little bit of spending. If you like this content, if you want to follow this journey, make sure you like and subscribe. You can see both the whale content that I post as well as this low to medium spend. Until next time, thanks for watching.